Lower retail prices haven't been able to prop up cattle markets as of late. Despite a rally over the last week or so, live and feeder cattle futures prices remain below where they were a month ago. National reporter Betsy Gibbon visited a South Dakota sale barn recently, where compared to a year ago, the mood at the auction is much different.
It's another day at the sale barn. Buyers and sellers at Sioux Falls Regional Livestock Auction. An anxious time, as live cattle prices have dipped roughly $40 since last fall.
The fat cattle market went down and started going down. It's been declining at a pretty rapid rate right now.
Miner says yearling cattle are down $60 to $70 per hundred compared to a year ago. Calves are 80 to 90 lower. Despite the dip in prices, waiting on better markets is not always an option.
When they're ready to go, it's time to go, and you can't wait any longer, so whether it's a good market or poor, you sell.
Feedlot operator Roger Pearson is selling Holstein steers.
To be honest, I could have taken another $10 more, it would have been better. These were, when I bought these, they were rather high, so this wasn't a very good profit, this one.
Sellers are receiving less money, but it's also taking less money to refill pens.
And I'm not going to wait. You make nothing with an empty lot.
Of course, not everyone has the same strategy.
Around here locally, I'm seeing a lot of pens. People have waited, their pens are empty. A lot of people in this local area will wait for calves also and start with the calves, but there are a lot of empty pens already that normally have some cattle in them.
Even though mild weather is good for weight gain, so far feeders aren't pushing as hard yet.
If guys start producing more pounds on these carcasses because of cheap feed, just why not feed them longer? I'm not making money anyway. Well, then these cattle prices, which I think have made a low, if carcass weights go up, and we haven't made a low, I'm afraid we're going to have to go below 100 then, maybe down to 90 if carcass weights get really large.
We're seeing some cattle get a little heavy, but we're still shorter on weights. They're behind a year ago.
However, cheap grain is calling.
The only good thing is the corn. Corn is relatively cheap. Can't afford to hardly sell it, so I'll try to feed as much as I can.
Everybody's going to get feed, but some of our corn crops are going to be down.
As another auction wraps.
I enjoy feeding cattle, and sometimes we make it and sometimes we sure don't.
Producers know they'll get through the uneasy times soon enough.
And we'll still be around, I think, and we'll be selling cattle for a long, long time.
Reporting in Worthing, South Dakota, I'm Betsy Gibbon.
All right, thanks, Betsy. Miner says the dairies moving into South Dakota, along with the packing plants opening up, should be an asset for that region.